Good morning, mermaids. We are spending the week in Cancun, which means that we are diving the cenotes. And the cenotes run all through the Yucatán Peninsula. It's an underwater river system. We'll talk more about that later, but today we are at, they call it Eden, or they also call it Ponderosa. And we're gonna get in for our first dive with Lily Dive and check it all out. Isn't this amazing? All right, let's dive in.
We are here now in Cenote Ponderosa or Eden, if you don't, depending on who you talk to, a diver or a non-diver. So these kind of cenotes are very popular around the Caribbean coast in Mexico. And they are not only a pond where you can just jump in a very hot summer day. Actually, what you can see here is just the tip of the iceberg. If you just stick your head a little bit down into any of the edges of the cenote, you will find huge, amazing openings that lead to a cave system that runs underground. So basically, in this part of Mexico, we're living on top of a cave system that extends for thousands of kilometers underneath our feet. Now, yes, if you want to dive in here, you need to be certified minimum as an open water diver. We require you to have a decent buoyancy. Let's say that you're able to maintain a safety stop at 5 meters with a very good, decent buoyancy, and then you're good to go, because the cenotes here are very shallow. Maximum depth, probably you will find around 45 feet in the average. There are a couple of cenotes that you can reach deeper, but you don't need to go deeper actually, yeah? So it is a very calm, easygoing kind of dive, but it's not that easy, especially psychologically. Some people will feel like they feel entrapped because they have a ceiling on top of them, but at this level in cavern diving, you should be always able to see some daylight. So in similar into an open water deep dive that you are able to go to surface if something happens within 2 or 3 minutes, that's the same idea here. So we never really get very far from the surface or from air, basically, source of air. So if you are certified as open water, you can come and have a cavern tour and just to sneak in a little bit into what the real cave system is.
We just got done diving at Ponderosa, also called Eden, cenote in Playa del Carmen, and I can tell you it was absolutely amazing. The light was coming in and everything was just absolutely beautiful. You're gonna have to watch the video to see everything. Temperature was great. I was in a 5 mil wetsuit and I was perfectly warm the entire dive. I had no issues whatsoever. And I think we got down to maybe 30 or so feet. It wasn't terribly deep, maybe a little bit past that. Got to see the thermocline. I think she said the thermocline is about 40 feet. So we got to see the halocline, where the salt water meets the freshwater. I think she said that's about 40 feet. So maybe we got a little bit deeper than 30. But it was absolutely incredible. Beautiful, beautiful swim throughs, beautiful, you know, light coming in over the rocks. Saw lots and lots of fossils. So this is definitely one that you want to check out when you're in Mexico. Definitely checking out the cenotes. We have one more stop. We're going to go ahead and do a second cenote. So I can't wait to see the next one brings. If you are diving at Ponderosa, you should know that if they close the ports, it will bring in lots of snorkelers and that. So you might hear people behind me. We got snorkelers jumping off the cliff in there. So the earlier you get here, the better chance you have to have a nice quiet dive and get back out of here before it gets a little bit crazy. But all right, we're off to our next stop.